So if you've been involved with personal empowerment, self-help, or spirituality for any length of time, you might have come across this idea of being in the present. But that presents an interesting problem, right? How do you think about your future? How do you visualize the future and still be in your present moment? Well, that's a misunderstanding of the past, present, and the future. Right here, right now, in this moment, the past and the future exists. Okay? We tend to, because of our linear thinking and because of the way we're designed, we think of time as being past and the future. What was and what will be. But those states, those dimensions of human experience, those are outside. They appear to be outside of your present moment. But what I'd like to tell you is that in your now, your past and your future exists. And you can be in your present moment and bring your future now and bring your past now. It's a little philosophical and it's a little challenging. Maybe it's a little abstract in terms of concept, but sometimes you think about the future and you're not here. You're in the future. But sometimes you're thinking about your future, but you're bringing your future here and now. You're experiencing the joy of it right now. You're thinking about it for the purpose of now, not for later. Right? It's not like a plan that you're setting for. It's not a schedule that you're setting up. It's not a calendar date that you're putting on. You're choosing to be fully present in your now, to feel the experience in your body, and to either recall a memory or to visualize a future experience. But you're doing so for the purpose of being right here and right now. And you know you're being right here and right now when you're experiencing a visceral response to what you're thinking. When you have a visceral response to what you're thinking and you're conscious of that emotion in your body, you are bringing your focus to here and now. Being in the present is not about ignoring the future and ignoring the past. Being present-minded is to recognize that only here, only now, can a decision be made. And that is true empowerment. True empowerment isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about being able to choose more deliberately who you want to be. And so, if you sit down in your present moment and you realize your ability to choose and you command your will and you draw from your experience, whether future or the past, and you bring it right here and right now to contemplate it, to ponder it, to chew on it, to milk it, to squeeze the juice out of it, then you are using your now moment and you're expanding your now moment to include the past and the future. Don't get too hung up and worried about thinking about the future. Just know that you don't want to think about the future in terms of future decisions, the decisions that you're going to be setting off for the future. You want to start thinking about the future so that you can make a decision right now. So a friend asks you to go to a party and you think, oh, that might be fun. You sit down, you visualize it, you think about what it's going to be like, you think about who you want to be when you walk into that situation. And then in your now moment, you make decisions right here that will influence your future self. You make decisions right now, right? Instead of, I'm going to be a funny, lovable person tomorrow, you tell yourself, I'm going to be that right now. And I'm going to choose right now who I want to be for tomorrow. And that's using the power of thinking about the future, but in your present moment. Don't get too hung up or worried about thinking about the future. Don't get too hung up or worried about what's going on, because worry is this negative expectation, this sort of criticism before anything happens. If you are enjoying your now experience thinking about your future, then you can rest assured that you're doing it fine. If you're thinking about your past experiences, a lot of us, we have past experiences that we love, memories that we love, that we cherish. Are we supposed to go out and not take pictures? Are we supposed to go out and not record ourselves and not sort of capture the moment for prosperity, to enjoy it later on? No, I think it's kind of crazy. You can go out and enjoy yourself, and you can take those photos, and you can remember those memories and call them to mind. But you want to think about them in terms of just being the past. You want to think about them in terms of what is the purpose they are serving for you right now. If the memories that you're thinking of, if the past memories that you're looking at, if the pictures that you're looking at are an excuse to escape from this present moment because you don't like what's going on, because you need to avoid what's happening here, then that's where you might be falling downhill. But if you're using your ability to remember the past for the sake of the joy that it gives you in this present moment, well then I think you're doing everything just fine.